Hi, this is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. I have a custom order to share with you today, and this is my first mermaid themed journal. It was requested to do a mermaid theme, and I didn't know what direction I was going to go. I love how it came out, and my baby's going to help me do it. Here, just hang on. See? Hi, I'm going to get in Mommy's way. Sorry, he's teething, and so I'm holding him while I'm doing this video. I know that, side note, I know it bothers some of you that you hear my kids and the noise in the background, and I totally understand, and I apologize. On the other hand, I don't apologize because my kids are my life, and I would not be able to get videos out to you if they didn't, if I had to have it quiet, because there's no way. So, side note, anyway, let's get back to the fun stuff. So, my muse for this was Jibbid. I do not claim to be 1/100th as talented as she is, but I have definitely been soaking up inspiration from her, especially her ocean journal. So this is the one, this is the freebie that came with it. But anyway, so this is the one I made inspired by her. I used a Michael's Recollections paper, hot by paper pad called Mermaid Coast, I believe. So I decided to choose this paper. Okay, yogurt bites are definitely perfect bribery for a 1-year-old to leave mommy alone for 5 minutes. So, okay, so this is the paper I chose for the cover, and I loved how it was variegated, like the ocean, and there's mermaids and different things. So this is just a beautiful ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby, and so this is the mermaid's hair ribbon. That's, what I say anyway. Okay, so that comes totally off. The stitching kind of broke through this a little bit, and I left it instead of covering it because it's kind of like, things are going to be damaged in the sea, and it's very sturdy. It's not going to come apart, but I just thought that was really cool. And then I did this scalloped edging around the edge to kind of look like waves this time instead of my normal zigzag. It says, I love the ocean, and I used this doily from Junk That Treasures and then some Distress inks and some cheesecloth that I dyed to look like a net, which I was inspired by Jibbid. I picked up these little beads from Hobby Lobby specifically for this journal. They were 50% off, and there's a starfish and a seashell, and then there's some little pieces of rocks. So that's the cover. I love it so much. I keep telling you that, oh, this journal's my favorite. This journal's my favorite. This is one of my favorites. I think this one's topping them. I love the colors. So let's get into it. I had so many ideas with this, and typically with my traveler's notebooks, my basic traveler's notebooks, I don't put a whole ton of extra into it. That's more for deluxe, but my ideas wouldn't stop coming, so I tried to balance it. So there's this white seashell paper on the inside, and these are actually swirl stamps, but I thought they looked like seaweed, so I used the Tim Holtz stamp platform so that I could get the placement and the colors just the way I wanted it. And here is a piece of coffee dyed cheesecloth, and then a little gem. It's kind of like an ocean sea rock or something. And then I did a video that is already up on my channel about how I did this ocean stenciled paper. So you'll probably want to check that out if you're interested. Here's a book page on the seashore with a tab. And then on some of these, I just did some stitching to look like waves. And then I made this little I guess it's a bookmark. This is a paint chip card that's cut down, and it's Sea Lily, Ocean Whisper, and Mermaid Song. So they have the cutouts. I've done these in my journals before, where you can put it up to the wall and see if the color matches, but I just have little, I put little pictures behind it, stitch around it, and cover it with a backing. And I left a lot more threads than I normally do because to me it kind of looks like a seaweed or something like that. So here's some music because of the siren song. Sea stars and then some stitching. Mermaids have the most fun, and a little map of, different beaches and things like that, Chesapeake Bay and all that. Tag there. This is some Tattered Angels paper. You're supposed to use like glimmer mists and things on it. I actually use Distress inks, but it's really pretty, and so there's great journaling space there. I love this mermaid paper, and there's some waves stitched onto there, and a belly band and this little tag that I made out of music paper, and there's a little anchor button sewn on to it right there. And then there is a ship stamp in the water there. And then I made this tag There's a little ocean tab, and then use some distress spray and some coffee for that. And there's a little collage down there with a seashell. And then I made this little tag, and this is like a captain's coat, but like a sea captain's coat button. And it's backed with coffee dyed paper, and there's a little stamp with a seahorse that says note. So, and I love how the stitching came out really rough here, and it just kind of goes with the whole beachy ocean net thing. So there's journaling space on the front and the back of that tag. And then there's an extra clip to clip things in. I've been trying to add those on most of my journals. Love Conquers All, which made me think of, you know, Little Mermaid or something like that. There's more of that Tattered Angels paper, and then there's a little tuck spot here and a Treasure from the Sea journaling card that I stitched around. And then I clipped it on because it kept falling out, but you can use that clip somewhere else if you would like. Then this is Swimmer, and then I added a little seahorse bead, and I tied a little bow in the seahorse's mane. I guess that's what you would call it, right? More music paper. And then this is a little journaling card, and there's a seahorse that says note, and it's kind of like it is bobbing in the water. At least that's what I was thinking. And then here's some really pretty green sparkly washi for on that book page. Love, Laugh, and Swim. And then another seaweed swirl back here. So I hope this one gives you inspiration. I always say that, but I do mean it. I don't just do my flip throughs to record what I've done and to show you what I've done, which I do that. I also do them because I'm trying to share inspiration. I'm not a wealth of inspiration. Most of what I've gotten has come from my subscribers and the other wonderful ladies on YouTube that have become my friends, or I just worship from afar. Not literally worship, but anyway, most of my inspiration comes from them. The longer I do it, the more I develop a style and I try new things. And they're all simple and all of you can do it, but sometimes one little spark, I'll take one thing from something that Gibbet or Jessica posted, and all of a sudden it takes on new life of its own. So I hope that does inspire you. I truly mean that. Cheesecloth is super cheap. It's inexpensive. You only need a little bit of it, and it adds so much texture. Also, please check out my design team project. No, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Check out Junk That Treasures on Etsy. I'm on her design team. And like things like these doilies, she carries all different styles and things like that. They're amazing to add to your projects. So the link is down below, so you can check her out if you have not already. Her name is Sarah with the Junk That Treasures, and she is amazing and considerate and a lovely, lovely woman to work with. So thank you, Sarah, for sending me all the goodies. I get to include in my journals. And now I'm going to stop talking, and I've worked a lot today on journals. I am tired, and I'm calling it a day so I can clean up and spend some more time with my boys. But thank you, each and every one of you. And I really mean this, for the comments that you've been leaving on my videos, the inspiration. Oh, and guess what? This video is going to be a minute or two longer because I forgot my mini. But thank y'all. I really appreciate it. So another free mini. I'm getting to the end of the free minis that were ordered for the month of August, but this one, I thought the colors went really pretty with it. I actually didn't plan that right away, but it does. So it says enjoy the small moments, and there's a little strip of Tsunami Rose paper and a little doily from Junk That Treasures, and then this clip holds it. This is a really shimmery paper if you can't see it. So the theme is kind of white and blue mostly, and this is just one of the free ones. So it is not heavily embellished. I just add little bits and goodies and scraps pretty much from the projects I've been working on, the things I have left over, and I just put together a little treasure. It's just a little treasure. And so I just thought I'd do a quick flip through to show you how I'm using my scraps in these. Lots of stamping and extras and things. So there's that one. This background paper is Tsunami Rose as well. So there we have it. And I'll let you go for real this time.